Okay, so for today's flipped classroom, we're going to be discussing the flag raising at the Battle for Iwo Jima. So I've prepared a PowerPoint presentation for you. We're going to spend a little bit of time talking about the battle, and we're also going to discuss some points of the flag raising. So Iwo Jima was one of the bloodiest battles on the Pacific Campaign and would cost the lives of over 7,000 Marines, with an additional 20,000 injured. The island was defended by 23,000 Japanese soldiers. The strategy of the Japanese soldiers for this particular battle was, instead of to defend the beachhead, they would concentrate further inland, and what they did is they waited for the Marines to get ashore, and once they came ashore, they started launching artillery and accurate weapons fire at those beaches that they had already pre-sighted. So during this bloody battle, Marines from the 3rd Platoon, E Company, 2nd Battalion, 28th Regiment of the 5th Division took the crest of Mount Suribachi, the island's highest peak and most strategic position. And they raised the flag, and Marine photographer Lewis Lowry was with them and recorded the event. Marines fighting for control of Suribachi's slopes were cheering and having an awesome time when the flag was raised, so that prompted them to go out and put up a bigger, more visible flag. So they headed out to one of the offshore carriers, and they picked up a larger flag and set out to go put it right on the top of Suribachi. So this was actually going to be the second flag raising of the day. So the first one was done earlier. This one was more of a morale booster, but for the official pictures, if you will. So now we have Joe Rosenthal. Joe Rosenthal is the photographer of the most famous Iwo Jima picture. He got linked up with them during their journey from that ship back to the Mount Suribachi to place the flag up. So when he did that, he also recorded with a Marine still photographer and a motion picture cameraman. So he took a total of 3 photographs on top of Suribachi. The first, which showed 5 Marines and 1 Navy corpsman struggling to hoist the heavy flagpole up, that was the most iconic one. That's the one that is the monument for the Marine Corps in Washington, D.C. It's on all the Marine Corps memorials. It's become one of the most iconic photographs in history. And here it is, right here. Of the other 2 photos, here we have the second, and then you'll see the third in a moment. They weren't as affecting, but nonetheless, they were all great photos. The third right here, a group of 18 Marines smiling and waving. It's actually important to note that the most famous picture, if I can back it up a couple for you, the most famous one right here, this was actually done by accident. The photographer Rosenthal, was looking in one direction, and then somebody let him know that this was happening, and he says he swung around real quick and just kind of snapped a picture. Didn't even realize what he had got until he had come back down and developed his film. So that picture was actually taken entirely by accident. Unfortunately, many of these Marines would give their lives before the battle would end. Only a few had survived from this. 3 of the 6 that were in the original photo died before they even left the island. So that is just a quick down and dirty of the background of the flag raising in particular in Iwo Jima. It was a much bigger battle with a lot more content to cover, but for the 5-minute lesson that we're working on right now, the best thing that we can do is just focus on the flag raising itself. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll get with you again in the future. Thank you.